So the New York Toy Fair is upon us here this weekend, and of course everybody's eyes are peeled on what all the big reveals are. What are we going to be spending all of our money on in the year to come? And there's some good stuff out there. It didn't seem as exciting as like last year's one, but still some good stuff out there. Todd McFarlane finally doing a just a normal Superman figure that looks fine, right as he's maybe losing the license to Mattel. Um, Speaking of Mattel, the He-Man and Thundercats crossover is great, but not necessarily the subject matter of my channel here. Um, Playmates is doing some more additions to the MonsterVerse. McFarlane doing that as predicted Godzilla versus Superman figure set, which is like the Batman versus Kong one, is just a normal size Superman, and a Godzilla figure that at least is not worse than the Playmates one, and the tiny little Superman to go with it. But the one that I'm really excited about and paying attention to is NECA, because I love NECA, whatever their challenges might be, however much they might hate Canada, however brittle their toys can be sometimes. They're the line that I love to collect the most. And I'm excited because they're not only adding some more variations of their previously done monsters in different outfits, but even new monsters. So what do? Well, they're adding to their Ben Cooper line. They've got the kid in the Ben Cooper Godzilla costume, which is cute. See if that even gets up to Canada, or if I have to do another trip to Great Falls to get that. More Elvira figures. Still waiting for them to do a Vampira. Like, come on, NECA, please. Haven't even been able to get the Toonie Terrors Vampira, but if you can make the Vampira clothed figure, that would be great. Put her in a cat fight with Elvira. Pee Wee Herman figure as well. that may be the most nightmare fuel of anything that NECA's produced. But the Universal Monsters line. So they're making a Mask of Red Death Phantom of the Opera, which is incredible. So I figured that after they did the Magnificent Seven plus one, I mean the Phantom, that they were going to be done with the line. That was going to be it. Then they put out the Invisible Man in his housecoat. They put out the Bride of Frankenstein version of the Frankenstein monster with the chair and chains and all the accessories, and the Artist Bay Mummy. And for the most part, I'm still only want to really get one version of each monster. Like, I'm not going to get the Bride of Frankenstein monster because he doesn't look different enough from the one they already did, the 1931 Frankenstein, so it's 1935 Frankenstein. Not going to get the housecoat Invisible Man. But I did get Arth Bay because that's a different enough version of him that I wanted to get him. And the Mask of Red Death, I can't pass that one up either, because the Mask of Red Death outfit is amazing, and then NECA is amazing. NECA is producing like basically posable sculptures as opposed to like toys, right? And in some cases, I mean, like the Dracula figure, they just shrunk Bela Lugosi down and turned him into a toy. So the Mask of Red Death figure, that one's coming home. They're also doing the Bride of Frankenstein, 1935 Frankenstein monster, in just a regular release, as opposed to with the chair and all the chains and accessories and things. Still, probably going to pass on that, although the way things are going, I might end up picking them up anyways. I don't know. But it's not my plan to pick him up. But then, standing alongside the Nosferatu and the Coachman's outfit, is the Metaluna mutant. They're making the Metaluna mutant. OMG. That's exciting to me on a couple of grounds. First of all, I just wanted the Metaluna mutant. And it saves me from having to buy the Super 7 Ultimates version. Not as big a fan of the Super 7 Ultimates because they're more expensive. They're not as well sculpted and as well painted. Right? The NECAs are posable sculptures, whereas the Super 7 ones look plasticky, look like toys. I don't want to pay more money for that. So I'm happy that NECA's making a Metaluna mutant. Hooray, great. Wanted that. And that was the one I thought was the most likely candidate for a monster outside of the Magnificent 7 plus 1. That if it was going to be anybody, it was going to be the Metaluna mutant. So they delivered on that. Hooray. But now, also, what that tells us is that the line isn't done. That NECA is looking at other monsters and seeing what would be good figures to make, which means who knows what we could get, because the line's is wide open now again. So, as per my wish list, well, first of all, I can't believe in my wish list video for what NECA figures I would like to see, I forgot my favorite character in the entire Universal Monsters canon, Dr. Pretorius. Dr. Pretorius, amazing character, the true villain of Bride of Frankenstein. Give me a Dr. Pretorius figure. Even give me a Dr. Frankenstein figure while we're at it. Colin Clive, Dr. Frankenstein figure. But we could have Dracula's daughter, we could have Werewolf of London, we could have the Mole Man, we could have different iterations of the creature as well, the Revenge of the Creature version and the Creature Walks Among Us version. I probably would buy the Creature Walks Among Us version, so even though it's creature, it's a different creature and different enough version of him. Um, Igor, Bela Lugosi's Igor, I would buy like all of those. Um, it's a pie in the sky, but even human characters, like if they're going to be doing, they've got the Peter Cushing Van Helsing, give me the Edward Van Sloan Van Helsing, give me Dwight Fry's Renfield. Um, those would be the main candidates, but I mean the it's wide open as to what other monsters and what other characters we could get from NECA. Now that the Metaluna mutant is here, we know that now it's beyond just the Magnificent Seven and Phantom, with the extra version of Phantom got in there as well. So that's what's got me really excited. Yes, I'm going to buy the Metaluna mutant. Yes, I'm very likely going to buy the Mask of Red Death Phantom. But now, what else do you got for me, NECA? Give me more, give me more, give me more monsters. Give me Bride of Frankenstein. Give me Van Helsing. Give me Dr. Pretorius. Give me Werewolf of London. Like, gimme, gimme, gimme. I will buy them all. That's what's got me excited about this news. Not a lot of big reveals from the New York Toy Fair. Some same old, some stuff we've already seen, but this surprised me with the Mutant and the Mask of Red Death, and fills me with a lot of hope for like my favorite toy line. So that's just my hot take, whatever it's worth. What I'm excited about coming out of Toy Fair here.